My wife had called WLYT in Cleveland Heights back in 1972 and said, "My husband will work for free." Uh, I got lucky. I wound up Sunday mornings and overnight Saturday nights working for $100 a week or $1 an hour.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
I got into it for the music. I was, in a bunch of garage bands growing up in Cleveland. I
Really?
just loved music. That's the reason I got into radio was for the music. I always loved the idea of being a DJ since the time I was very young.
When you're in the band, is there like rock band, top 40 band? I mean, there's kind of like two different camps there, kind of going, you
Well,
know.
actually, this was back in the 60s when I was in high school and early college. We played a lot of British Invasion, like
Yeah,
CKLW.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
we played a lot of rock and roll, the stuff that was, just really forming
Hmm.
what rock and roll became in the 60s. And, a lot of parties. We did a lot of fraternity parties and that kind of thing. And it was great. I played bass, but obviously I could play guitar and just about everything else. And we were our
Yeah.
own roadies. So we were all inclusive musically, you know.
Yeah, I had that same T-shirt. I did the exact same thing, doing the keggers, for college and stuff like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
which is looking for an easy way to get dates. The usual, the usual stuff.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
yeah, so you get into radio in 1972,
Hmm.
and at that station in Cleveland, and then you move to Georgia, and in
Hmm.
2 years you're the PD in addition to being a jock. Like that's a huge leap. How'd you pull that off?
Well, it started in Cleveland when Bill Paris became our programming consultant. UBC, United Broadcasting Company, owned the radio station in Cleveland. And they
Hmm.
had several stations, mostly in Delmarva. And I got to know a bunch of the people there. But Bill really taught me the basics of radio. He was an acolyte of Bill Drake, obviously, and Buzz Bennett. And
Hmm.
he taught me all of that. And I was a willing student and I was a gopher who'd do anything. And when he came to that station, I did everything he asked, and he said, "You want to be music director?" I go, "Hell yeah!"
Yeah.
And from that, um, he asked me, "Do you want to go to Columbus, Georgia? I'm consulting a station down there. We're kicking off a top 40, and they really aren't used to top 40 radio on FM down there. Want to try this?" I said, "Yeah, get out of Cleveland, you bet."